emotional brunt of things as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you know what?
Like, you have to carry the weight of the world. Like, we have to be strong.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, honestly,
we have to be strong.
I was saying, me and my friend was on the phone the other day, and I was just thinking about when I was in school and how, I'll definitely talk about this more in one episode, but how when I was in school and I knew when let's say the teachers would be upset in their own personal lives, and that influenced how much racism that I was going to get. So I've literally,
Christ, that's sad.
It's sad, and that's how I look. Honestly, like at least 4 white men, teachers in that school, have screamed in my face, right? And then a week later, I found out they have fucking marital problems. So they think that they can brunt on me, a 14-year-old dark-skinned black woman.
For what reason? I shouldn't have to be your emotional cushion, your teacher. I shouldn't have to be there.
I shouldn't have to be there. But the thing is, they saw me as a black child that shouldn't be at a private school. So that was the first. Okay. So let me talk about this theory in relation to this incident. So they saw that black child was in that school,
in a
private school. Well, she's not ought to be there.
She doesn't
belong there, but she actually is. So we've got a mismatch then, right? Year 10, I was aware of this stuff. No, I was aware of racism, but I wasn't as vocal as I was in year 11.
Yeah.
Year 11, if you came for me, I'm coming for your head. And
I love it.
And that again. So like, look, okay.
But then the thing is, the second you then come for them, you become disruptive, angry, hard to teach.
And now I've confirmed their opinion that they had of themselves. So now, do you see how that negative appraisal has already been heightened? Yeah. Because it's like, now she's being aggressive, now she's fighting back, and now she's fulfilling the stereotype that I so deem and I so fear, because that is what I've been conditioned to see in a black woman.
Oh, then they start feeling attacked because you're sticking up for yourself.
Honestly.
You're sticking up for yourself. Realistically, no one should be screaming in the face of a 14-year-old child.
Nobody. One. Like, how are you a teacher?
How are you a teacher? At a private school.
Honestly, like, I lost that. You know when you become comfortable with cussing out people older than you?
Yeah.
I became comfortable then. Honestly, like, oh my God. Let me tell you about this one woman. I'll leave it for another episode. This one woman, right?
Yeah.
She was an embarrassment. Okay. But this one white woman, right? Let me say that I worked with. She was my teacher.
Yeah.
She was extra, man. She was you know, the ones who were like tell you about their personal life and you're literally there trying to learn.
Yeah.
Do you know what this bitch said to me once?
What?
Do you know what she said to me? She called me illiterate. Right? She called me illiterate. She what else did she do? She called me illiterate, and then she said I don't know why, but I was in book club at one point. Like, I don't know why I was there, but I love
that though. How can you call me illiterate? I'm going to book club.
But do you know what she said as well? She was like, "Oh, Sarah, didn't you like it because there wasn't any pictures in the books?" She said that to me when I wasn't 14 by this point. This is when I was like 16, right?
Oh, at 16, I was a psychopath. I'd be like, let's go outside.
Honey,
let's go outside.
That's the thing, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to fight. So I couldn't I didn't know how to fight. Like, I'll tell you now. Like with me, it was me, my voice versus the world. Like my voice is
down. I love that.
I literally, because the thing is, I didn't know how to.
This is the thing. I feel like you then have to learn how to defend yourself in a number of ways.
Oh, honey, I gave it to her. I told her about herself. Like literally, she always used to talk about her boyfriend, right? So I basically
that's unprofessional, isn't it?
It's so embarrassing. So I basically called her out on her boyfriend in front of like a class, and she literally went quiet. And then also I got an A in her fucking class.
Jeez, we love to see
it again.
Ooh.
Tell me I'm illiterate again, because I'm still out here getting A's.
If I was in that school, it would have been a whole.
Oh no, that's the thing. Like, it's weird because it was such a weird moment, because at the end of the day, like, it was some of the worst years of my life. But also, if I didn't, like, I went to that school with C's and I came out with A's. You know, so like I was able to go to this Manchester University because of that school. Grades. I was able to find language and find interests and hire myself in that environment, and that still a privilege in itself.
In the face of diversity, though, literally.
Do you know what I mean? It's weird because it's such a conflict. It's like, those are the worst experiences of my life. But then also, if I hadn't had those experiences, I wouldn't be getting opportunities that you're smashing life today.
It's like you have to be so strong. You have to just, it'll make you stronger. You'll be able to move on better. You've got this. And in a way, sometimes it does. For example, that example, perfect. It can make you stronger, but realistically, why is it so fine to subject a child to make them feel like they have to be so strong?
Do you know what I mean?
They have to, like, for example,
can't I just be?
Boys don't cry.
Yeah, exactly. As simple as that. Something that we're conditioned at such a young
age.
Such a young age.
And honestly, like, I can't even lie. I had to change how I thought, because
100%.
I was so used to people saying, "Oh, boys don't cry, that my little brother, I love him more than anything. When he used to cry when I was little, when he was little, I would get so mad at him because I'm just like, stop. Everyone else is gonna think you're weak, and I know you're not weak. And it's kind of just like, you're meant to try and hide your emotion just so you can carry on, just so you can move, and just so you can try and get to better places. You're meant to just, okay, take it on the chin, let's go. No, let's go. It doesn't affect me. And then they don't actually think of what psychologically that does to people from such a young age.
Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the energy that I have for the students will always be different to the teachers, because the teachers are in places of power. They are literally in a duty of care to those students. And you want to dismiss that same level of care because I'm darker than my classmate. Just because you're scared of black people, deal with that shit on your own.
Do you know what
deal
I
with
mean?
that shit on your own. Do not put that shit onto me. Like,
It's got
that's none of
nothing
my
to
business.
do with me.
I was out here fucking trying to get my grades and going.